Yeah. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no check.
Okay, Coach, we are just west of downtown Denver off of I-25 at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. This is taken near the 13. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Got it. 58 to Mike. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Slide.
On first down, Grant. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
61, matchbox, lights. Hey! Motion. Now.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd and 3. It's caught by Jackson. 23 yards on the play.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Check. Reload.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down. Throwing is Wilson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. A first down carry for Barkley. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down.
2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Adrian Amos with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, and it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
On second down, it's Grant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Flushed out right. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Miller with first down and more. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Braxton Miller, 35 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Offensively, pretty effective option.
The defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They
through an opening, and there he goes. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, 75 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
They're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
40 yards.
It's a gain of 40. That's good for the Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Raiders 6.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 3 on first down. On second down now, it's Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Watch the edge.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Hardy Nickerson there to make the tackle.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Throwing on second down. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyreek Hill, 53 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Nifty move. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Now! Hey, Haywood! Deep grip!
Back to throw here. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Ready!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Jackson.
Here we go, set, 8, read.
At the 6-yard line.
Watch tight.
Now Bell. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. Offensively, pretty good execution. Long drive, chews up the remainder of the first half clock, and they finish it off with 3 points.
And what's the best byproduct of the whole thing besides the fact that they got points on the board? They didn't leave the other team any time to mount a drive themselves.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Good job right there. Hey, even.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Saquon Barkley. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline now for the PAT. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Raiders 19.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Two times. Hey, we are. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Bell. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
58's the money. Yep. 58's the money. Coming to you.
Hey, Echo.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hey, orbit.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
They're going to try and throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Grant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Miller. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's into the clear. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
Silver.
Blue draw, Corker. 5.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
58's the money. Back the pass. Check 24.
Hey.
Safety's creeping.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos push further out in front. Looks good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. He'll wind up getting two there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. They'll run with Barkley. And a solid run down inside the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. How about the rookie in his NFL debut? Looking sharp. It's 1st and 10. They will run with Grant. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give, right side. Grant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jakeem Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Yes, yes. 22 jet bombers. Hey, go.
They'll look to throw, and he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson to throw again. He's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A Raider first down, 17 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Escaping the pressure right. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On first down, it's Grant. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The linebacker, Ryan Shazier, there to make the tackle. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run it with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now a give, right side. Grant breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jakeem Grant with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. One last shot for Wilson. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Denver, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.